Imagine this. The economy is booming. Headlines are celebrating growth. Companies are posting record profits. And yet, your salary feels frozen in time. Not falling dramatically, just quietly failing to move. That's not your imagination, and it's not because you didn't work hard enough. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Economic growth and personal income stopped being the same story a long time ago. And once you see why, it's hard to unsee. Right now, this matters more than ever, because we're told growth is good for everyone. More GDP, more productivity, more innovation. So logically, paychecks should rise too. But for millions of people, they haven't. Not meaningfully, not in real terms. To understand why, we need to rewind. For decades after World War II, something rare happened. As the economy grew, wages grew with it. When businesses produced more value, workers captured a share of that value. Productivity went up, wages went up. Not perfectly, but together. Then, around the late 1970s, the lines split. Productivity kept climbing. Wages didn't. Picture two escalators. One keeps going up, the other stops halfway and pretends it's still moving. That gap never closed. It widened. So where did the extra money go? This is where things get awkward. First, productivity no longer guarantees pay increases. When a worker produces more today, it doesn't automatically mean higher wages. Why? Because productivity gains are now captured elsewhere. Automation replaces labor. Software scales output without scaling pay. One person, one tool, millions of customers. Great for efficiency, not great for salaries. Second, global labor entered the chat. Companies didn't just compare you to the person at the next desk, they compared you to workers across borders, time zones, and wage levels. That didn't push wages up, it capped them. Third, bargaining power quietly collapsed. Unions weakened, job security faded. Short-term contracts replaced long-term loyalty. When workers can be replaced faster than they can negotiate, salaries stop chasing growth. Now here's the part most people miss. Even when wages rise, they often lose the race. Inflation doesn't just erode money, it selectively erodes wages. Asset prices adjust fast. Stocks, real estate, businesses. Salaries adjust slowly, painfully slowly. So the economy grows, but the gains concentrate in places paychecks don't reach. There's a strange irony here. You can work in a growing economy and still fall behind, because growth isn't evenly distributed. It never was, but it used to pretend better. Let's talk about the math nobody advertises. If your salary grows at 3% per year, but housing rises at 7%, healthcare at 6%, education at 5%, you're not standing still. You're moving backwards, quietly. This is why people feel gaslit by economic news. GDP goes up, markets celebrate, and daily life feels tighter. Because GDP measures output, not distribution. It counts activity, not who benefits. A factory that doubles production with half the workers boosts growth, but half the workers don't feel economic expansion. Now add one more layer. Companies are rewarded for cutting labor costs, not for raising wages. Stock prices react instantly to layoffs, not to raises. Executives are incentivized to optimize margins, not morale. So even during strong growth periods, the system nudges salaries downward relative to profits. It's not a conspiracy, it's alignment. And alignment shapes outcomes. Here's the uncomfortable contrast. We're told growth means opportunity, but growth without leverage doesn't pay. We're told skills solve everything, but skill premiums compress once they scale. We're told patience is rewarded, but capital compounds faster than labor ever could. Zoom out far enough, and the risk becomes clear. An economy can grow while people feel poorer. A society can advance while households tread water. And eventually, that tension breaks something: trust, stability, expectations. So the real question isn't why your salary can't catch up. It's this: if growth no longer lifts pay, who is the economy actually growing for? And how long can that gap stay open before it stops being ignored?